I'm Christina. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you've commented start, that already tells me that you are ready for something more, even if you're scared and don't know what that is yet. It's not because you're lazy, it's not because you lack potential, and it's not because you're broken. It's because your nervous system panics when it doesn't feel safe, and something unsafe is out of the ordinary. But we're going to dive into all of that today. So I want to say, please go get a nice drink for yourself. Get a nice pad of paper and a pen or pencil, depending on what you like, and feel free to pause this and then we will continue. Most people think that they're stuck because they don't know enough to get started. But that's not true. You feel stuck because that's your body's way of trying to keep you safe and your nervous system's way of trying to keep you safe. So that may result in you feeling like, oh, I'm putting myself out there and now it's scary because I'm going to be seen. What if I fail? You know, your body reacts before your brain can even comprehend what's going on. Your chest may tighten, your thoughts might race, you feel pressure and you avoid it altogether. And that gives your brain the story of, I'm not ready. I just need more time. I just need more confidence. But reality is, that's not the truth. This feels unfamiliar to you, and unfamiliarity feels unsafe. We've been taught the same lie, wait until you're confident. But reality is, confidence isn't gotten by waiting. Confidence happens from you going for it, regardless of how that looks. Confidence isn't something that you can just download. Confidence is something that is built one step at a time. You don't need to know every step. You just need to take that first step. And I know sometimes that first step can be the scariest, and it often is. That being said, a lot of times when we're waiting to feel confident, we're really avoiding trying to learn how to be confident. We've all been taught the same lie, that confidence just shows up and you either have it or you don't, and you're either born with it or you're not. But that's not true. It's not something that you can just download and have. It's something that's practiced. So every time that you practice confidence, you're telling your body that it is okay to try, it is okay to do. But when you avoid it altogether, you're telling your body that, okay, it was unsafe and it made sense for you to avoid it. And that starts to create a pattern in your body and in your brain that, no, I shouldn't put myself out there, I shouldn't try, I shouldn't stand up for myself, or whatever it may be, because the outcome may not be so great. And so by you protecting yourself, you're actually making it harder and harder for you to progress. And you're really just sabotaging yourself. Every time that you act, even if you're scared, you are showing your body that you can handle this discomfort. So it doesn't try to protect you as much. Eventually it becomes normal. And that is the pattern that you want to get out of and start to create. You want to get out of the patterns that are holding you back, and you want to start creating the patterns that are going to propel you forward. Confidence grows every time you act. You're teaching your body that you can handle the discomfort. And so for that, it allows you to realize I can accept more and still grow into confidence, because nothing bad happened. I survived, I got through it, and now I realize that I can do it again. That may look like you share an idea and you immediately downplay it, or you get excited about something and you try and talk yourself out of it. You start looking for answers and then you spin with uncertainty. Not because you're weak, but because somewhere along the way you were taught that uncertainty is safer than disappointment. So now you may hesitate, doubt, or freeze. That's not failure, that's conditioning. You've been waiting to become someone else, more confident, more sure, less scared. But confidence isn't something that you become. It's something that you practice. Identity grows through evidence. You did something scary, you survived. Your identity grows, it expands. And that is how change actually happens. There are 3 shifts that change everything. Shift 1, I don't wait to feel ready because readiness is action. Shift 2, I don't need the whole path, I just need the next step. And shift 3, I don't shrink when I'm scared, I support myself through it. That's confidence, not fearless, and the relationship with yourself. For this next part of the training, I want you to fully embrace what it is and pause the video however many times you need to, rewind it, whatever it may be. So first up, get your paper ready, get your pen and pencil, and we're gonna get started. Again, pause it at any time. So number 1, write this down. What am I actually afraid of if I start? I want you to write down as many things that you can think of. And pause the video until you're ready for the next question. Next question, write it down without judgment. When I imagine beginning, my body feels like this. Describe all the ways that your body may feel. Maybe you have shortness of breath, maybe tightness. Write it all down. Now write down one small action that you've been avoiding. You don't need all of them, you just need one. You only need that one step. You don't need that whole goal, just the right next movement. And then when you're done with that, come back to the video. Nothing builds confidence faster than self-honoring action. Not perfect action, but honest action. Every time you move away from action, you are telling your body that you are safe. But that's not how confidence is actually built. Confidence is built every time you honor yourself and choose your actions, regardless of if they're imperfect or not. It's built from the inside out. This work isn't about pushing yourself. It's about partnering with yourself. When you build self-trust, everything else flows. You stop abandoning yourself, you stop second-guessing every decision, and you stop waiting for someone else's permission. That is power, clarity, and your next chapter. If this training spoke to you, it's because you're ready. This is the work I guide my clients through in my coaching program. It's not strategy, it's self-trust. Not hustle, nervous system healing. Not pressure, but personal power. If you want support becoming the version of you that moves with confidence, I would love to talk to you about that. I've placed a booking link right here. There's no pressure, obligation, just support. I am so proud of you today for taking this first step. You did not come this far to stop. You came this far so you can begin. So let's go. You've got this. Thanks again. I'm Christina Volkovich.